People on Fort Myers Beach are still rebuilding from Hurricane Ian, which destroyed most homes and businesses on the island 11 months ago today. Idalia could bring 2 to 4 feet of storm surge, nothing compared to the 15-foot wall of water brought in by Hurricane Ian.
Let's go to NBC2's Gage Goulding. He continues our team coverage live on Fort Myers Beach with a way to visualize the kind of storm surge that we might see.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hit that home point right there. This is not Ian. We're not going to see storm surge like Ian or anywhere close to it. We're out here in the Gulf of Mexico right now, right by Times Square in the pier area. And this is kind of what we're going to be seeing tomorrow, that high tide time around the evening hours when we will see that peak storm surge. So right now, forecast 2 to 4 feet for this Lee County, Fort Myers Beach area, right? So in my hand right here, this is an 8-foot pool. We're not using all 8 feet of it to show storm surge, so let's get back in the chair. Let's relax. That's not going to happen. As I take a couple steps back and I get closer to about the 3-4 foot level, I want to show you real quick what that'll look like, right, whenever the storm surge happens. So if I put this down right here, I'm about 3.5, maybe 4 feet, give or take. During peak storm surge, if we get that worst case scenario, we'll be peaking out here, right where this little yellow mark is right here. So where I'm at, in theory, I would be underwater, and we would be totally kind of covered over with storm surge there. So as I make my way out of here, that kind of gives you an idea of what that looks like out here in the Gulf of Mexico. You're probably wondering, well, Gage, I don't plan on going out there, even if I, want to. I'm not going to go to the pier. I'm probably going to stay inside. Very good idea, very advisable. So what does that look like out here on dry land, or what's dry land right now? Great question. So let's use the old pierside grill here. This is the grill that kind of overlooks what used to be the pier area. Anyway, let's use this part right here. So I'm going to hop up here, kind of give you an idea of what 4 feet's going to look like. Once again, 8-foot pool. So we're going to kind of just, look at it right here and say this is about 4 feet. So this wall is just over 3 feet. I'd say water is probably going to be where people would be dining at if this grill was open, obviously destroyed by Ian. But water, if we get that worst case scenario, could be kind of covering this area. What about the rest of Times Square and Fort Myers Beach area, maybe the streets? Well, this is kind of built up a little bit. It is oceanfront, right, Gulf front. So possibly a little bit more water in that area of Times Square and out towards the streets. Maybe some of those homes, if they're not built up, some of the ones that survived Hurricane Ian. So what I'm trying to say is nothing's for sure until we really kind of get into that moment. That's what the meteorologists have been saying. But to give you an idea, if we do get that 4 feet, once again, this is all approximate, very rough figures. Well, we could see some of that water in the Times Square area on your streets out here on Fort Myers Beach. I'm reporting live and local in Times Square. Gage Goulding, NBC2.